if you haven't realized, we're going to have a couple of issues. Um, I'm not here right now. When you're watching this as a recording, this is Tuesday afternoon, and I'm actually recording this at the Technology Engagement Center in one of the rooms. And the reason why is because when the shows usually happen on Friday and Saturday, I'm going to be at the Chad Atkins Appreciation Society event that's happening up in Nashville. And that you actually see the night music? You don't. Huh, I wonder if I can adjust my camera. Well, that's going to be kind of interesting. Hold right there. Well, that was a little higher than I wanted. Oh well, it's going to work. At least you can see, the banner. Where was I? Oh yeah, I'm actually not here, which is really funny to say. You have no idea how true that seems to be right now. But I'm actually in Nashville at the Chad Atkins Appreciation Society, and so I'll be there on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday night, and Friday and Saturday during my show. So they sent out an email saying that they weren't going to allow any live streaming out of the event. So that meant that I have to actually record my show on Tuesday so that I can show it on next week. So it's been kind of interesting. The reason being is I have left my place of employment. I went to let's just say Independence Day was my Juneteenth, and I am now free of my day job, and going back to that, which I feel so good just being, doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I mean, if there's any if there's any way you guys in your life can get freed up to do what you're supposed to be doing, you should definitely try to take it. And I think that one of the things you do is you set a life goal, and I said a lot. I was talking to a friend of mine this morning about it. One of the people that in my mastermind group, and I said, I discovered what my life goal is. It's we were watching a documentary on Joel Osteen, and he was talking about what he was doing for his goal, and the person who was interviewing talked about what he was doing for his goal, and then it hit me that that's what I want to do. I want to build a tribe like Joel Osteen has built a tribe, his church, his group, his community, and I want to build a tribe of people that I can encourage, and that I can inspire, and that I can give hope to, because that's what I want my life to be, is known for a person that gives encouragement and inspiration and hope. And so that's my new goal. That's my old goal. That's the goal, is to build a community. And this is the Underground Gospel Show. It's underground because it's just sounded cooler. I was going to call it the new old timey gospel show, but it's neither none of that. And so the underground just sounded better. It's a safe place to hang out. There's no swearing or trolling. There's nobody monitoring, so you can do whatever you want to in the chat rooms right now, because this is pre-recorded. We multi-stream on YouTube, on Facebook, and on Twitch. I'm recording this now with the same StreamYard software that I always use. If you support what I'm doing, you can use the tip code. I think there's one. So, I'm someday going to get this right. Anyway, but there's a tip code right behind me. If you can, hopefully it will work on your phone. If it doesn't, here's the deal. Don't even worry about it. You can go to Night Music for show times, and also the links, for if you want to buy me a cup of coffee. There's these cool garments that we have. If I have garments that say Jesus in multiple languages. I think we have like 15 languages at this point. We have contact email, live show information, and how to support me monthly for about a cup of coffee. We have a new program that will be starting very soon. Now that I have some time to actually implement it, and that's going to be where we talk about, well, it's a private community forum. It's a private Discord center, and we'll talk about music and about community music and about Christian events and about any questions that you have for God. I'm not a person who can answer them because that would be between you and God, but I might be able to give you some direction or some insight. I'm pretty good at doing that. I don't sing so that God can speak directly to your heart. There are sponsorship opportunities for this show so that I can buy cool things like banners and guitars. And by the way, guys, just to let you know, since you're probably going to be interested in this, I have the guitar cam up today, so there will be the guitar cam so you can watch me play. And the funny thing is, watch this. This is fun. This is there's like a 22 millisecond delay. And so yeah, good luck following around. In fact, I can't even watch the monitor because it makes my head swim. So I'm going to go back to the single monitor mode here for a second. And let's see, is there anything else? If you'd like me to come to your city, church, or event, just give me a holler and I'll do my best to get up there. Um, yeah, so I think that's it for right now. I'm going into the studio in the second week of July and recording some new material, which will be fun. I think that's about all the new stuff that I have. Oh, might be interested in this. I did finish the screenplay today. I was able to. I wonder if I can wonder if I could high five myself. No, can't do that. But anyway, and which brings me up to something that I said on an earlier version of this. I was talking to my son, and I mentioned to him we were talking about some live streaming programs with online broadcast servers, and some of the codes that we were writing to get these things working right. And let me go to big ones so it doesn't confuse you. Anyway, that would be this one right here. And I said that three of the most technical people I know have mentioned to me one time in their life that I was the most technical person they knew. And I thought that was really funny. And my son, who, by the way, has written a alternative universe to World of Warcraft, and I think it was World of Warcraft, and he basically wrote 960,000 lines of code, and it kind of impressive. Needless to say, he goes, "No, Dad, you're definitely the most technical person I know. I mean, you can sit down with any software and within 20, 30 minutes figure it out. I've seen you do it with Adobe Premiere. I've seen you do it with Logo software, with C++. I mean, you can reprogram about anything quickly. I mean, even if you don't know how to do it, you'll figure it out." He goes, "Do you remember building a robot for me when I was like 3 years old?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I did do that." He goes, "Yeah. Do you remember having a completely automated house 30 years ago? That when we had a power outage, you made me climb through a doggy door so that I could reboot the house because I was the only one small enough to do it." I'm like, "Yeah, I did do that." Yeah, so yeah, we did have a not completely automated house, and it's funny to see the nest and stuff like that and come out, and it's cell phone operated. We didn't have, I mean, I had a cell phone definitely probably 3 years before everything else. most other people had one, and then it was a very few select people. Um, yeah, I've always been on the cut. I remember when he was graduating. I think it was like fourth grade. Um, they they offered to sell. Remember, this was way back in 1980s, and I was the only one with a camcorder besides the person that they hired to camcord the thing, to videotape the thing. And now everybody's sitting there with their phones. Back then, you never saw that, and I was the only parent in this very upscale community that had a camcorder. Um, plus editing software and the ability to broadcast it, which is pretty funny actually, because yeah, I did that. So anyway, I'm going to do some music for you since we're about 10 minutes into this show and I haven't even played the guitar yet. I did tune it earlier, so I mean that we got that going for us. So let's do something that I'm going to be recording to on the new album. Let's put this back in the stream, put that back up there. There we go. Let's see if I can actually do this. watching the delay going on. Um, very, very weird watching the delay go on. It's very confusing. So shouldn't do that anymore. Unfortunately, going to. Let's see. There was something else that I was talking about. I don't know if I mentioned. Uh, um, the thoughts that go through your mind in the middle of a song. Yes, I'm going into the studio next week, and I'll be recording 20 new songs. That being one of them. That was called More Love, More Power. Nice thing about doing live streaming is I don't have to buy any of the licenses for the streams because of the fact that they're already covered by the same, I mean, BMI and ASCAP and CSAC, and depending on what countries you're actually watching this thing. The nice thing about YouTube, actually, and also the nice thing about Amazon, Amazon, the Twitch is in, I think it's like 40 more countries than YouTube is, because of the fact that they're, completely global with the reach for the AWS software. By the way, little side note, Jeff Bezos is launching himself into space on my birthday, July 20th. And it's also July 20th is when they did the first man moonwalk. I remember sitting there. I'll tell you guys a fun little story about being not only at two places at once, but being at two different times at once. When I was 11 years old for my 11th birthday party, I sat cross-legged on my grandmother's floor and watched a black and white TV. Back in the day, they had black and white TVs. And I watched the moonwalk live on my grandmother's floor. Now, 40 years later, yeah, it was about 40 years later, I was cast as the supervisor at Mission Control in Cocoa Beach. Is it Cocoa Beach or Houston? I think it was Cocoa Beach where I was cast. Um, for the streaming show For All Mankind, which is on Apple Plus. And so my character was actually the mission control supervisor for the launch. And the first 2 days on that shoot, I just could not figure out what was going on with. I can't even describe it. It was the weirdest feeling. It was I wasn't all there, It was just something was just bothering me and I couldn't figure out what it was. And then it hit me and it was really funny to see all the millennial kids and all the gen wires, because they're all like all touching the screens and trying to move them. It's like, guys, those screens, they're not touchable. They don't do anything. Okay, they were just monitors. It was really cute. And the toggle switches, they just were on and off. You couldn't actually dial them. It was funny. But needless to say, but then it hit me that at the same time that I was the supervisor at Mission Control, I was also an 11-year-old kid on my grandmother's floor watching, and it was just a very surreal, mind-blowing moment. Something that I got to be as an actor. I got to experience that, and I don't know that anybody else ever would. And so I thought that was kind of interesting. Also, I finished the screenplay. I think I told you that the other day. Um, Sunday was my last day at the place where I worked, and so my Independence Day was also my Juneteenth. And so I was able to spend the last 2 days polishing up and adding some scenes to a script that I'll be shooting. I hope in October we're going to go into production as soon as I come out of the studio. We roll right into production for this TV show. And so I will we'll shoot the pilot, and then if we can get some interest in the pilot, then we're going to go ahead and do a limited series. I have no idea where it's going to end up, but it ought to be pretty good. So I tell you what, Let's go ahead and do uh, sorry, one of the older songs. There's no reason in the world for me to ever even be tired because this is crazy. It's like afternoon time. Anyway, so let's do this and see if we can do a song. Where? Where? Ah, how fun was that? Um, let's go back to the normal one here. Well, I should just play this one. No, because if I do that, I'll be watching that one. Yeah, I shouldn't do that. Let's just go back to this. Or we can just play another song. Let's go straight into another song. Um, gosh, do I think I know that one yet? That's the whole problem is I want to play this. Um, but I don't think I'm just not there yet. Nope, I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait. I'm going to do one more song and then we're going to get out of here. We're going to get out of here early. We're going to do something a little slower, actually. I've done this before. I hope you enjoy it. It's another Open G song. I might have said this on the earlier part of this show, or I might have said it on the other recording that I did. But I was talking to my mentor, or I was talking to one of the people in my mastermind group this morning, and we were talking about a documentary that we saw last night. on Joel Osteen. And the reason why we're talking about it was because he was talking about what his mission in life was. And he said that, let me go full screen here. He said that his mission in life, that he decided that what he would do is focus everything that he had on his sermons. Wasn't going to do baptisms or burials or marriages or any of the administration duties. He wasn't going to fold programs. He wasn't going to, spell check the bulletin. He was only going to focus on 22 minutes. And it takes a while to get to the point. You got to quit a lot of things to get that focused. You got to delegate a lot of things, and you got to do something which I'm really interested in doing in the next couple of weeks, and that's hiring some staff to replace some of the things that I do, because I kind of do a lot. Finished a screenplay today. Um, Mondays and Tuesdays I've devoted to writing music. I'm sorry, not writing music, but writing screenplays and polishing. I have five screenplays that need polishing. I have two of which they've asked me to change the location on, so that they can put it in consideration. I have three screenplays in consideration right now. I have one about ready to. I need to add these scenes because we're about ready to go into pre-production mode, and then we'll hopefully start. We'll shoot the pilot possibly as early as October, or we'll just wait to pilot season and shoot it in January. Um, yeah, it's kind of exciting to have that stuff going on, but my passion is, playing music and giving music to God. And we were talking about what our life purpose is, and I mean, I really feel my life purpose is to give encouragement to people and to give inspiration to people and give hope to people, to let them know about the good news of Jesus Christ, and to let them know that, you know, whatever you're facing out there, you're not really alone. There is somebody who's walked before you, who's done all this before you, paid the price for you. And who wants nothing but your success. And it says, it's so funny that, and oh my gosh, Jeremiah 18, I know the plans I've made to you, saith the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you. And so many times people will ask, well, what's the plan for my life? What's the plan for my life? And it's really funny that I have a feeling when I create the Discord Center, and I'll have that up probably by the middle of this month. It's one of the things on my list. We'll have a Discord center that you can actually join and become one of the people in my tribe. And my tribe are just the people that I can encourage and that I can edify, that I can lift up, that I can inspire. Um, and that's what Joel said that he wanted to do with his messages, was just give hope, inspiration, and encouragement. I'm like, yeah, that's what I want to do. And it's not that he did it first, because there's a lot of people who've done it before him, but I'm going to do it through music. I'm going to do it for people who are musicians and people who don't know what they want to do with their lives, and I can help them, because a lot of times I hear that that Jeremiah verse, and they think, well, what's God's plan for my life? And that's not what it says. Well, it says God has a plan for my life. No, it doesn't. He said, I know the plans I have for you. It's plural. There's multiple plans. It's not like you're going to do one thing for the rest of your life. Okay, that generation doesn't exist anymore. We have a generation that every day his blessings are new. Every day, anything you did yesterday is completely forgotten, and it's a brand new day. And there's brand new plans. So stop bringing yesterday into today. Stop bringing that baggage along with you, and just accept what God's plans are for today, because it's brand new. It's like every morning he just opens up a brand new set of blueprints and says, okay, This is what I want for you today. And a lot of times you're like, well, yeah, but I still have to take care of all this stuff from yesterday. And yesterday can actually be years and years and years ago. So, what I all I can suggest is let's just look at the plans he has for you today, and let's just look at the plans he has for you tomorrow. Tomorrow. Anyway, let's do I wonder, do I have another upbeat one that I can have off the new album? There's so many good ones that I wanted to do. There really are so many good. Oh man, I want to do that one too, but not now. Oh my goodness, there's so many songs. Um, and here's another thing about goals. When you set your goals, you just got to throw them away. You got to make a set list and do the next song. You just, you say, well, I want to get way up there, but if you look way up there and keep your eyes way up there, you'll never get off the ground because it's so far. But if you just look at the next step and the next song and the next thing that you have to do, just take that next step and then do it again and then do it again and then do it again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the next song here, whatever it is. Um, I don't even know if I know this one. Um, I don't know this one, but I wonder if I can do this one. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I know it's here. Because I played it right before lunch. I got all these songs. Here it is. I can remember how it goes. That's it. It's called Let Everything That Has Breath, written by Martin Stewart, with the lyrics. I don't even know what this is on my computer. I got to get all this strange stuff is opening up by itself. Here we go. Oh, I don't have my guitar camera on. Okay, here we go. just got it. All right. That's it, guys. That is it. That's the last song I'm doing. And the cool thing is, now this is going to be the blessing for you guys. This is the encouragement, and this is the hope. That you're going to turn back into this show in 3 or 4 weeks, 5 weeks, 10 weeks. You're going to be sitting around going, "Well, it's good to be fall. I don't know what I'm going to do on this Friday or Saturday night. What can we possibly do?" And you're going to be, "Oh, you know what? We can watch that funny guy Art. He's just always goofing around, trying to play songs." And you're going to hear me play some of these songs. And you're going to be like, "Wow, he got good. I don't know what happened. I mean, he was kind of fun, and he was, pretty entertaining, but wow, he got real good." And that's what's going to happen because that 10 to 14 hours that I used to work for $15 an hour, I'm now spending 4 to 5 hours a day working for about $400 an hour. So yeah, it's going to be a completely different situation. Anyway, we ask your blessings and your peace, and oh Lord, your mighty, mighty power fall on everybody who's watching this tonight. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we will see you tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. Same bat time, same bat channel, but a different bat day. And hopefully, we'll be able to live stream. I'm going to find a place to do a stream from the Chat Festival. So this will be recorded on Tuesday for Friday, and then I'll find one on Friday or Saturday to record for Saturday night. So God bless you. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you later. Night night. I should run end credits.